So just to give you some idea of what the differences look like between S4HANA and the current license model, or the legacy license model, as SAP calls it, just to be clear, currently you have licenses that are combined between, it's a kind of a named user software engine license approach. By the way, those are kind of little snippets from an SAP presentation, so I'm just giving them room here to tell you what SAP wants customers to understand. So you are coming from a software engine and named user licensing. You know, you have those well-known named user licenses called professional worker, logistics, employee, and so on and so forth. And probably, you know, depending on the size of your organization, you have agreed to individual license types that reflect your actual business need. And then you have a couple of engines, you know, something like SAP PO or GRC, what have you, that are either licensed based on revenue, calls, concurrent sessions spent. So sometimes even industry-specific solutions that are based on customers or other business-related metrics. That's how the current or classic or legacy license model for SAP looks like. And unless you have already signed up for an S4HANA contract, that's the contract you currently have. Now with S4HANA, that will definitely change. So first of all, even though there are licenses that SAP considers being related to users, they actually see everything now being a KPI-based licensing, which is also applicable to users. So they don't talk about named user licenses, they talk about use licenses, which is, at least to their understanding, a little bit different. Well, they definitely have different licensing options, from perpetual to subscription, also to consumption. S4HANA, as you know, will have some components also in the cloud. You know, think about solutions like Enable Now and other solutions from SAP that are connected to S4HANA. And last but not least, that's one of the changes that I already mentioned. There will be no third-party database solutions. So if you have something like a software application value for Oracle, IBM DB2, that will go away. Everything will be based on so-called HSAV, HANA Software Application Value, which reflects then the use of HANA as the database backend for your overall SAP environment. That's the you know, the most important change that you need to be aware of. But that also brings the question of how to prepare for that switch, especially around named users. What does this imply?